Hey guys, another Demon Slot Reviews here, and it's the first one in a little while, so I've been quite busy at the moment, but I've got some videos planned, so don't worry. But this is going to be a review of the brand new Lotus Exige RGT. Now, I have already reviewed the detailed version of this model, but this one was released slightly later on, and this is the super resistant variant for 2014. Now, this is a very nice little car. I have to admit, I didn't quite like it at first, but mainly because of the rear wing. I preferred the V6 Cup R or V6R Cup because that had a proper sort of race spoiler on it compared to this one. But actually, it's grown on me a little bit because I've seen other variants of this car, like the road car versions of it, street cars, and it looks pretty good on them. And in the end, it didn't. It sort of grown on me, and now eventually I like it enough so that I would actually race this car and use it. I know it sounds a bit weird, but I just really don't like strange rear spoilers on a car. But these cars are very fast and very good little race cars, but there is one slight fault that I found with a few of them, but not all of them. And that is because it's quite a small little car and the magnet's right behind the motor at the back, it does bunny hop. And I'll sort of demonstrate. I can't really sort of do it with a piece of track, but when you pull the trigger all the way, the front end just does that. Not as bad as that, but it's enough to hear it and actually visibly see it. It goes like that, and it kind of like bounces across your track, but only for like a second at the most. So that is a slight problem, and it's the same with if it's halfway through a corner. So say for instance you stop in the middle of a corner completely. If you were to pull the trigger all the way, it would be so much that the front end would just pop completely out. So that's not the best thing in the world that you want from one of your little slot cars. So but there are ways of countering it. You can sacrifice a bit of grip and put the magnet further forward. This completely destroys all the bouncing, and you can also stick a second magnet in there. That gives it so much grip that it is pretty hard to beat. I mean, the only things that we've actually managed to beat in this car when it's got two magnets in was a McLaren MP4-12C, which is still the best car that Scalextric have produced to date. They haven't made a car that's as good, or they haven't even made a car that's anywhere near with just the one magnet. This comes in a close second though. If it didn't bounce all the time, it would be, without a doubt, Scalextric's second best car. But the McLaren MP4-12C GT3 car, that is, not the road car one, is without a doubt the best car that we've had, and probably will be for a long time. So this car is actually from a rally series, and it's from I'm probably going to get it wrong, but Ypres rally series. And this is where they introduced the RGT. And they've got, as of 2015, will be the first opening round of the RGT Rally Series. And that is quite an interesting little series because it doesn't just have your conventional rally cars like from the WRC, you've got your Citroens, your Subarus, your Skodas and all that. In the WRC, that's what they sort of have, but in the Ypres Rally, they have Porsche 911s in, and they have lots of Skodas, and they have sort of smaller manufacturers, but then they've got massive manufacturers like Porsche and all that in there as well. So it's a proper sort of racing series, and it's got good variation. I would personally like to see the Porsche 911 in a WRC event, but there must be some rules and reasons why they're not there. So this car is pretty good as well. The only thing that you can really break on this particular model is again this spoiler and the rim mirrors. I'd say the rim mirrors are more likely to come off first, because the spoiler's so small, it's going to take some doing to sort of catch it on anything as well. And again, with all the new sort of Scalextric cars as of 2011/12 onwards, they've been making them so that you can convert them into detailed as well as super resistant. So you can actually add the working lights into this car. But this car is the super resistant version, so it hasn't got any front working lights or rear working lights, nor has it got the interior detailing of the cockpit. It has, however, got the super resistant format, where it means it can be bashed a bit more and it can crash about a bit, and there's not really a lot to damage on it. And it is also digital plug ready. and this is actually quite a decent little digital car. Again, I've only tested it in digital with the 2 magnets because of the size of the thing, so it does suffer a bit from being bullied, as it were. Like, if cars were to hit it, it would be the one that's going to fall off the track. So all in all, it's a pretty good little car. I'd say if you really want it to be really competitive and fast, stick 2 magnets in it. If not, try and keep it in the back and be careful when you stop and pull the trigger all the way. And that's pretty much it. It's a very good little car. It's very easy to deconstruct actually as well. Just show you. That's another one that I'm working on. I've pretty much taken every single bit off it except for the front lights and this grille on the back there, because I'm going to respray that one. And this is the RGT, which is virtually the same. The only difference is actually the rear wing. And this is another one that I've just deconstructed and am making up for my racing. So this is going to be my mate's car as well. So I'll get round to videoing those as soon as I can. Just wanted to do this one because I've had it for a little while and I haven't actually had a chance to make the video on it yet. So all in all, very good little car. Definitely worth getting if you're a Lotus fan. It's also a very good car to add because it's quite competitive with some of the other ones like the Bentley Continental, the Audi R8s and stuff like that. The only car that really beats it is actually the MP4-12C. So all in all, thanks for watching. Great little car. Don't forget to like, comment, and don't forget to check out the AMC Slot diecast reviews as well.